Raise your hand if you thought that the first time you failed, it was the end of the world. When we're about to do something, we must always have confidence. But what if it doesn't go your way? What if you suddenly experience an unexpected twist to your life? Is it the end of the world? Fully acknowledging and respecting different cultures' perspectives, for me, a life well lived is full of optimism, confidence, determination, but also of making mistakes, of embarrassment, and even failure. Those are big words. At the end of the day, you will understand the importance of failure, because although many people say there is no such solution to such problem, do you know what? They're wrong. There's always a solution. Now, before I take you to the worst experience of my life, when we hear this word, failure, what is the very first word that comes to mind? Disappointment, depression, desperation. When people decide to take risks but end up losing, they feel downhearted. They don't have solutions to overcome these problems. Do you know why? Because they lack two key solutions: the ability to remain calm and having mental strength. Furthermore, in my humble opinion, I believe it is the most effective way, but it is definitely not the easiest. At least when I had my first contact. Picture this. This is the 2024 Singularity Model United Nations opening ceremony. 200 people in complete silence. 200 people waiting. On the stage, I was behind the piano, waiting for the moment. I started playing. Everything was going thoroughly well. I was living the moment. Suddenly, after a minute, I went blank. I tried to improvise, but I just couldn't remember the next note. Hesitating, panicking, I had no other choice but to stop. And then, silence came. For the very first time, I truly felt disappointed. I truly felt embarrassed. And I truly felt lost. I knew that at that very first instance, it would create a trauma that would be chasing me for my whole life. I so well remember that I was crying throughout the whole ceremony. But after all of that, surprisingly, one of the music teachers came to me and asked me, "Do you want to give it another shot?" As soon as I heard that, I urgently knew I had to take that second chance, because I knew that if I hadn't taken that second chance, I knew I would be regretting it for my whole life. What did I do? Well, I stood up, I went again, and I was able to finish the piece. At the end of the day, I realized that I demonstrated to myself that with mental strength that helps you stay calm, you can stand up. And as Bodhi pointed out in the movie Point break. Fear causes hesitation, and hesitation will cause your worst fears to come true. With all that said, I discovered that life is like a piano recital. Why? Because the show must go on. Thank you.